From NDTV Studios on the second floor of the Duncan Student Center. A Notre Dame student media and Notre Dame television production. This is ND Sunrise.
Good morning, Notre Dame. I'm Grace Oladipo. Thank you for tuning in to ND Sunrise, your source for all the latest news on campus. We hope you all had a great week and are looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. First up, I'm sending you over to Elise for a news segment.
Hi, Irish fans. We have a problem. One day after our women's basketball team had that heartbreaking loss to NC State in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament, star Olivia Miles posted this to Twitter. Death threats, extremely hateful comments to athletes after they lose a basketball game is disgusting and completely unacceptable. We need to be better. Miles is a freshman guard from New Jersey who made history during the NCAA tournament as the first ever freshman in either men's or women's tournament history to earn a triple-double. Her performance throughout the tournament has made her an absolute superstar, both with the media and across campus, across the nation, really. And Irish fans were quick to assure Miles that she had our support. One commenter said, "Give me the app because I won't accept that nonsense." And another said, "I'm so sorry for that, stay strong." So let's show our basketball team some support in the next few days, in the next few weeks. That's a hard loss to have, but they did great in the tournament. For ND Sunrise, I'm Elise Tahoney. Go Irish, and back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Elise, for that wonderful news segment. We at NDTV want to take this time to congratulate both our men's and women's basketball teams on their incredible seasons. Go Irish! Speaking of sports, here's JJ with the softball team update.
How's it going, Irish fans? This week on the In-Studio Sports segment, we are featuring the softball team, who's having a heck of a season. They just got into the highest ranking in the top 25 this year. They're now number 23 in the country. They're coming off a big win over Loyola Chicago. Alexis Holloway threw a no-hitter last night. They currently have another game in process right now that we can't cover because we are filming this segment. But Notre Dame softball is a wagon. They're having a great season. Karina Gaskins with 40 RBIs. 8 home runs. She's hitting .438 in the year. Abby Sweet, also another slugger in that lineup, putting on a great performance, a great season. Notre Dame softball, it's a team you want to keep an eye out for as they look to advance to the national tournament and maybe make some damage once they get to that tournament. I'm JJ Post. This is the In-Studio Sports Update, not sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Thank you so much, JJ. We love your sports segments. Now let's get into some upcoming events. First up, the Transpose Dance Collective will be having its showcase on Thursday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. in the Donkey Ballroom here at the Student Center. The show is ticketed at $5 per ticket, so come through for a night of all types of dances, tap, jazz, contemporary, and even Afrobeats. Next, Atlantis, a prize-winning film at the Venice Film Festival, will be showing in the Browning Cinema this weekend. This film, set in eastern Ukraine in 2025, is based on a former soldier who becomes friends with a human rights volunteer dedicated to restoring peace to the war-torn society. Screenings are at 6:30 p.m. on Friday the 1st of April, 3 p.m. on April the 2nd, and 9:30 p.m. on April the 3rd. Finally, next week you will be able to donate 8 inches or more of hair to make wigs for cancer patients or shave your head to raise money for St. Baldrick's Foundation. This will be at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the Haggerty Family Cafe stage in the Duncan Student Center. Registration is encouraged, but walk-ins are also welcome. And now here is Sam with the official political correspondent of ND Sunrise with some politics.
Good morning, Notre Dame. So, while we were talking about our political news coverage, politics is interesting because it changes like every day, right? And there's always something new that's happening. So if we need to learn about the updates of politics on the go, I wondered, could I give you the news on the go? So I'm going to give you the political news while I'm walking my first class today. And it's literally like the day of filming. So this is like, and that's the other thing too, is these stories have changed every time I've tried to shoot this segment. So this is the most updated version I could get. So quick dome view, obviously. But Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, her nomination hasn't really changed. Apparently this morning it's come out that Senate Republican of Maine, Susan Collins, is going to vote for her, which looks good for Judge Jackson because That means that she's going to get 51 votes, and we won't even need Vice President Kamala Harris to break the tie. But I want to dive further into Ukraine. Obviously, the Ukraine situation is continuing to kind of evolve, and what's really important, there's a squirrel, you know, the crazy squirrels. So one of the biggest stories to come out of President Biden's news conference and his trip to Poland and the rest of Europe is this kind of gaffe that he made, and I'll put it right here. It was really a good speech otherwise, but he kind of made this gaffe right at the end. And I guess you could insinuate that that would mean that the United States would take action to make sure that Putin wouldn't remain in power. And that was pretty much immediately backtracked by the administration. Not only the National Security Advisor, but everybody else really kind of backtracked that and was like, no, that's not what we meant. So that was kind of interesting. So that was really one of the biggest stories to come out of the European trip that Biden went on, and it wasn't even like a planned thing. But what I really wanted to do is provide you with some updates of these New York Times graphics. The New York Times has really been doing a good job of putting things out in these graphic forms, which is really nice. And I want to show you kind of this eastern side of Ukraine. I'll put it right here. Right now it's just the sky, but I'll edit it. And you know, we kind of see like the red areas as all this occupied territory that Russia's been able to partake. And then we kind of see all those dots are all these, you know, different places of fighting. And this is between March 11th and March 22nd, I believe, if I remember. And so, you know, we really see that on the eastern side of Ukraine. But what's interesting is on the western side of Ukraine, which is right here, you know, we really see all these other countries that are kind of holding the line. They're building up troops, they're building up munitions, they're building up things as a deterrence for Putin to go any further. I talked last week, what was the line? That was the question that these European countries were needing to determine. And apparently that's it, that's the line. So, or at least they're trying to establish a deterrence. They're trying to establish a line. Welcome to the stadium. So anyway, that has been your politics update. You know, these situations are continuing to go crazy and evolve, and we'll continue to bring the most recent updates that we can. So if you can learn politics on the go, apparently we can teach about politics on the go. Have a great day. Let's go back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Sam, for that necessary and very insightful report. That's all for today's episode of ND Sunrise. We hope you enjoy our coverage of all of the latest campus news. Follow us on our social media and subscribe to our NDTV YouTube page. We upload all of our episodes online so that you can always stay up to date. If you'd like to get involved with NDTV, we're always looking for new members. All students interested in television production and broadcast journalism can visit our studio here on the second floor of the Duncan Student Center or email us at ndtv@nd.edu. Thanks again for joining us. I am Grace Oladipo, and from all of us here at the NDTV studio, we wish you a wonderful rest of the week and an amazing weekend. Go Irish!